deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Good morning, everybody. Coffee time. Yes. How y'all doing? Uh, Happy Saturday. I didn't get to do the weekend coffee chat last weekend. It was kind of nice. I'll wait for a few more people to get up in here, and then I got a PSA I want to give everybody. CHER will be joining shortly. Who that up in here? Care, Pink Clouds, Cheryl, Frankie, Matt, Sharon, Mrs. Dr. Phil, Daisy Joe, Tiffany, Lucia, Small Town, New York, Chatty Jan, Annabelle, Belinda, Shubimon, Broken Dishes, Amy, Kim, Who Am I, Checking Convictions, Starzilla, Sharon, Crystal G, Holly, Chatty Jan, Patty Ponytail, Donnie, Seashore, Miss Mala, Belinda, Tammy Barnes, Melanie, Catalin, Prairieback,
Chubby Mom, Amy,
Dinky,
Callie, Dinky.
Dinky,
She emailed
Gigi.
me. She emailed me. She's like, she thought, I was actually making fun of her name. I had to explain, I'm just a child.
Mm-hmm.
I laugh at Super Duty on the back of the Ford trucks, or when people accidentally say, like when they're telling a conversation and they say, doo doo. I'm a child, okay? Mama checking, Crystal. Cotton candy boobs.
Yeah. Okay. So about last night. Oh, that was chaos. But the chaos ensued because a couple of dingbats thought it was a good idea to call the police on Don because he said he has guns under his bed.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you guys.
First of all, you want to say that Don's a liar. Don lies, he's such a liar, da 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 da. But then when he says something like that, everyone wants to believe he's telling the truth. He was talking to my dad. And also, if you actually listen to the rest of the conversation, he said he's expecting a shootout and he was talking about his daughter. Now, he was talking the way we all wanted in the last 7.5 months to hear him talk. And then he did that, and you've got dumbasses. Well, I don't know if it's dumb or not. That's up to the law to decide if that was stupid of them to call in. But that's not like you just took that one part. And again, you want to say he's a liar, he's a liar, he's a liar, but then you're gonna, oh my god, he's got guns under his bed, he's gonna kill himself in Candace. And by the way, Molly, hi, we know you watch now.
Yeah. Yeah, I say pretty much every live going real life on people is wrong and we shouldn't be doing stuff like that. If you legitimately thought that there was a danger, then yeah, obviously. But
Not on your live. Get the fuck off of your live then, and then call the police.
yeah, that was just for show.
That was all for show, views. Oh my gosh, come look at me, look at me. Oh my gosh, there's pandemonium happening. Get alive. She couldn't find anything to eat on camera that night, so she wanted to call cops on Don.
I did not care for that.
No, that's the shit we wake up to. And yes, I have texted Don. I think I texted Dawn and Candace just to say, hey, I heard people call the police on you. Are you okay? They'll either say, fuck you, Cher, or they'll say, yeah, we're okay, but fuck you, Cher.
Yeah.
They do usually let me know when I say, are you okay? They do at least give me that. And the call ended with Candace being respectful. I will say that.
Hmm.
And she was respectful to my dad the whole time, just not me. But at the end of the call, she was respectful. You know how me and Candace are. I said, thank you for being respectful to my dad. Because I did appreciate that she was. They both were calling him sir. They were not being mean to my dad at all. Candace wasn't either. And again, they don't like me, that's okay. So, but I heard her talk respectful to my dad. So I thanked her and she said, you're fucking welcome. And that's that's for me, that's a plus from Candace. I think people just needed content so bad last night they wanted to take, and that's the shit. I feel like when my dad's like, other people are using Summer or whatever, yeah, that's the shit they're doing. They aren't doing that for Summer. They're doing that, or else they would have got the fuck ended their life if it was so important. And they were so scared and concerned that somebody's gonna get harmed because he said that.
Mm-hmm.
End your live stream then. Mute it, walk away like you did when CPS told you to. I called Hawkins County and spoke to 2 officers about the whole biker ordeal. I didn't do it live. There's lots I didn't do live. There's lots of phone calls I've had. Almost every single phone call or video chat I've had with Dawn has not been recorded.
Yeah.
So who's using this? Yeah, come on. I did love how Molly's like, well, on this girl Cher's channel, but I talked to him like 7 times. I talked to him several times too, like me and Doug. I talked to him too. Me. I talked to him too. Don't forget about me, Molly. Go lightly. Me. Me. I talked to him. I talked to Don. Oh, I talked to him. Good life, Molly. Go eat something.
I don't like that. I mean, how does that help Summer? What's the goal?
Doesn't. It helps their channel. It helps their views because unfortunately, what we are as humans are like the light out on the porch. That's a zapper that mosquitoes don't know is a zapper. We're drawn to the damn drama.
Mm.
It's human nature. It is. We like it. That's why reality TV is huge. The Bachelor, The Housewives, Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians rule the world because of drama.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's just the way it goes.
people love it. They love to say, "We hate drama. We hate drama." Like I at least admit it. I dabble in it. I do. I don't love it, but yeah, I'm a female. I dabble in it. And girls, don't get mad at me, but it is very more common. It's more of a female-y thing to do. Guys, definitely. I mean, we got some guys, but I wouldn't call most of the boys that have YouTube channels in the true crime realm. They aren't men.
No.
Those aren't men with channels. Those are babies on YouTube channels being disturbingly disrespectful and abusive towards women. And it's horrible. It's horrible. So people are just doing shit for views.
Yeah.
And it's not me, because you guys know I talk to him almost all day long for months and months and months and months. Where's the calls? Where's the video calls? Where's me recording everything? Where is it? I haven't even released our text messages. I've shown like little bits to go with, like if I saw like a video from Evil Exists, I'm gonna release something that to me ties in with that. But do you see me going through 7.5 months of conversations and all that? Like, do you see me doing what they're doing? No, it's wild.
Yeah, it's going to be too much.
So I do understand Dawn and Candace being pissed off because they are right. People are doing disgusting things. Have I said horrible things? Yeah, but I've also said really nice things. So I just think, I don't even know what's thinking. What do you think?
I don't care for Dawn or Candace.
You were pretty upset about everyone calling on the guns, so I know that.
But yeah, I don't like this concept of calling the police on people.
Unless
Especially if you don't legitimately think that there's something like danger.
Yeah.
I know a couple people have said in the chat that another YouTuber got swatted, and I don't think he should have been either.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that shit. If you don't like a YouTuber, don't watch them. Or say your piece and be done with it or whatever, but
Yeah, do your one and done like I do.
don't dox them. Don't call CPS on them. Don't call the police on them. That's just wrong. It should be illegal.
Well, you know it's wrong when they play like they're so concerned, but here they are doing it all in front of the camera in front of a phone. That to me doesn't show you're terribly concerned.
Mm.
It doesn't.
Yeah, we don't even know what all, because we actually left the phones downstairs and went upstairs, so we didn't hear a lot of the conversation between Don and Candace and Cher's father. But there was a lot of yelling and crying and.
Candace was crying a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what.
My dad said the call was very annoying.
Yeah, because he couldn't get a word in.
Yeah.
Yes, SJ, they both did, I believe. I don't know. I know a guy did call the police too.
Doug did.
Was it Doug?
It was Doug and Molly.
Yeah, I recognize Molly's voice, but. My opinion, you're on the fence with being respectful at the same time. If Don talked to anyone else the way he did you, it would be a bigger crap show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because other YouTubers wouldn't have taken it off the live.
Yeah, I'm not always proud of how I talk to them, but I just also, I'm not going to let them, they're not going to be disrespectful to me, call me, demand to talk to my dad, be disrespectful to me. Yeah, so I say things that, like this, I think it's funny what I say when I say it, but then after I'm like, shoot, because I have a platform, I'm like, shoot, I really wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I almost thought about making it private. There's been a couple times where, yeah, and I'm human, but I do know, like, yeah, I talk back. I'm not proud of what I say all the time, but I also will not allow them to just disrespect me after and act like I've done nothing. But really, they lose their shit as soon as they hear I'm teaming up with Reverend Don.
Yeah.
Like, it's
And to be fair, I mean, when Don called, he wasn't pleasant.
yeah, he was rude right off the bat, calling me names and shit. Well, actually, it started 15 minutes before my show with texting, and the textings were pretty rude, as they are on community posts. So already I was just like, who is this? Like, you know, right before my show. But anyway, yeah, I say what's on my mind, whatever. But I do like not. I don't want to do that, especially like when my dad's involved. Like, he's proud. I want him to be proud. I don't think he. I actually felt embarrassed that my dad heard me talking to these people like that. That's what it is. I don't want him, because he's trying to do his thing too, and now I feel like I need to do better, because I'm like, yeah, I want him to stay proud and not be like, don't tie Will. I don't know, I feel weird about last night. That's all.
Well, it was weird. I mean, caught us off guard too.
Yeah.
We started texting out of the blue right before her live, and then called right after she went live.
From the number Tim Mullins didn't want me to have.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I do want to say, some people don't understand, why did you want to talk to my dad so bad? It might not make sense to all y'all, but the reason is because throughout the 7.5 months, I've spoken a lot about my dad with Don. They have prayed with me for my dad. They have, so that was a thing. Like, it was a discussion that we had, and I wasn't really sure I even wanted contact with my dad. And then Don was like, no, like, look what he's done, you know, but some of the stuff he's done for you, like look. And then thinking about it, like last night I was getting teary-eyed, because there was a lot of times, like even talking with my dad last night after the show, texting, we were thinking like, my dad never hurt me. So even if he was doing things and went to prison and I'm in the system, right? I understand taking me away from my mom, my grandma, and all these bad people and who were like kidnapping, but I almost hate the government more because how come I wasn't allowed to see my dad even though he was in prison? Why'd they take that relationship from both of us? My dad never did nothing. I was always a daddy's girl. Like, yeah, he made mistakes and did bad things, but he paid for it. But I still feel like, why were we ripped off, me and my dad? Like, kids can visit prisons, right? So if there's a kid in the system, how, and the mom's crazy cuckoo and hurting the kid, but the dad has never done anything bad, right? And that can be proven that the dad has never done nothing bad to you. I almost feel like, why didn't they bring me like once a month or something, or once every other, like, why did they not bring me to visit my dad? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, that's what it is. But anyways, that's why he wanted to have a conversation with my dad. So it was I don't know, it's weird to say like a full circle moment for me, but yeah, it was something talked about since summer.
Yeah. System is screwed up. It's very true. Yeah, after the chaos, it was nice, Heather. Yeah. He was so proud that CHER talked to TDI. Gotta write that down. The government owns us. Yeah, that's very true. Just look at what's going on with the vaccine and the mandates and all that. Government has complete control over us. Morning breeze. But yeah, I wanted to say something because Cher was talking about how she used to talk with Dawn about her dad a lot. And they would pray with her and everything. Where is that Dawn?
Yeah.
Well, he is completely changed. He's so aggressive and rude now. It's just so weird. Got your booster yesterday and haven't felt well since. Oh, I still haven't. I've had one shot. I haven't had the second one, so I'm not even fully vaccinated. Look at that sweet boy. Yep. Chilling behind me. We're gonna have to take him to the vet because his ear, he got frostbite or something, but it's dying. We noticed yesterday it's starting to smell. So we're gonna have to get him into the vet as soon as we can. Want some antibiotics. Hopefully he doesn't lose his ear. Done with the shots, Crystal. Yeah. Yeah. How many boosters? There's what, 2 or 3 boosters now? So it's a total of 5 shots. It's getting a little crazy. But they even saw in the paper that the Omicron, yeah, it's more contagious, but it's less severe. So just like any other flu, it mutates and it gets weaker. So they'll keep coming up with new variants, but there's going to be less and less people getting really sick. there isn't 5, well, 4 then. So I know there's 2 boosters for sure.
Yeah, and Sharon's comment didn't need to be, or you, I don't know, that comment didn't need to be deleted. You're right. Watches everything that they do on the phone. They're being watched. They always got people watching them.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who've had it. Some have had virtually no symptoms. Some have been super, super sick. Like it's no joke. It's a serious flu, but I don't think it's on the scale that the news media tries to make it.
Hmm.
Clean your put a little Neosporin on it. I was reading up about that, Catalin, and you're not supposed to use Neosporin or Polysporin or anything like that on an animal. I think it's because he'll paw it and lick his paw and get sick that way. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lisa. It is definitely no joke. People do die from it. No getting around that. Tractor supply store, they might have some meds for animals. Oh, yeah, can maybe check into that. I don't know if the vet will actually be open today, but we can try calling.
They're not till Monday. But if I tell him that, they could probably take him as an emergency. He'll definitely be seen this coming week sometime. What are you doing? Your mom.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be like he's not pawing at it or anything, but yeah, it's definitely getting worse. So gotta do something about it. Oh, I might go get some polysporin anyway and put it on there.
It can't hurt. He's not messing with
And
it.
just keep an eye on, make sure he doesn't lick it or anything. Hydrogen peroxide, yeah, that's another thing that they said not to use on animals. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't think we have a tractor supply store here.
Candy bar. Your fur nephew is so cute. He's slowly getting his weight back though. He's been spoiled with treats.
Mm-hmm.
Cooked up some chicken breast and some bacon grease.
Are vets expensive here? Yeah.
Yeah, they are, and they lie to you no matter how many times you figure it out on the phone, huh? And
Yeah.
then you get there, and I call ahead of time to make damn sure about things.
Yeah, every time we've taken them in, it's been double what they said.
For real, now we can call him Smelly Cat, Smelly Cat.
And it is your fault.
It
You
is.
ran away.
Yeah. Smelly, 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 bad, smelly cat. We still love you. We talk to people. We got Mama checking. Hi, my little Snickens. Papa says call you Snickens. You got your mama more now. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's the food bringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, warm washcloth every couple hours, no peroxide. Yeah, we should do that, honey.
What?
Get a damp cloth. Just give a zero wipe.
Yeah, I just haven't physically messed with it. Maybe he messes with it more.
Let's say it's better if it's like open for animals.
Open.
Yeah, because then their saliva is actually antibacterial or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Kimberly, welcome to the team. I really got to do some more stuff for members. Holy crap, I haven't done anything.
I think
Feel bad.
Both.
To think all the hundreds of thousands in Ottawa to support our Freedom Zone vax mandates. There you go. Yeah, I don't think it should be a mandate. I don't think you should be forced. My body, my choice, right? How long was I in Australia? Where did I go? How long were you in Australia? Oh, God, it was so long. I can't remember. Like a week? Looked up free vet service for neutering. Sometimes they will treat an animal for free. You have a problem with other things besides neutering. Well, the only place in town that does neutering is that vet. Yeah, this is like a really small city. Mm. Thank you, Shuby Mom. Yeah, we like doing the coffees. Missed it last weekend. Little dab of honey. Freedom 22, it's 75-ish miles long. Holy. Free Brendan Dassey.
Hmm.
Yeah, he should not be in prison. He's been in prison literally half of his life. He went in when he was 16, right? He's 32.
19 was his first. I just learned what his very first thing was, which was a drug bust, and it was on his 19th birthday.
No, we're talking about Brendan.
Oh, Brendan, yeah, 15.
Yeah, I think he was 16 when he went in, or about to be 16, and he's 32 now, I believe. So yeah, half of his life. That's just sad. might have to go and watch the Make the Murder documentary again, but
Well, they want
yeah.
that. They're also, people are awesome.
I don't know if you all can hear, but there's been people offering to send Cher's dad a tablet so he can be on the chats. Well, we'll have to get him internet.
My tablet, we still send my tablet, because it's got built-in hotspot on that tablet, so it's like, it's free Wi-Fi either way, so when I send it to him,
Yeah.
because, yeah, it's got the hotspot on it. And so he could, actually run a laptop or a tablet. He
Awesome,
could
Jackie.
use that.
Belinda Moles, Brendan Dassey. You ever hear of the Netflix series Making a Murderer? It's about Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey. They were convicted of the murder of Teresa Halbach. I'm actually surprised how many people haven't heard about it. 'Cause I think that's like the #1 true crime documentary on Netflix. Or at least it was. It's a few years older now, but yep, Debbie, Linda's all about that one. Miss Mala, I do. Do I think it's possible Stephen did something to her? Maybe, but definitely didn't happen the way the prosecutors described it. There's no possible way that it happened the way he was convicted of it happening. Like I can't figure out how they were convicted. Like it makes no sense. That documentary is my all-time favorite. Oh, Tiger King took over #1. Yeah. Every time I watch it, it just pisses me off though. And I get so angry for days. I just can't believe it. No, Steven's still in. He got out of prison before he was wrongfully convicted of rape. And I think he served 18 years for that. But yeah, it was found that he was innocent. So he filed a massive lawsuit and he was set to win. Well, he was going to win, and it was going to be like $30 million or something like that. So really the theory is they set him up. Not Manitoba, Manitowoc or Manitowoc. I don't know how to pronounce it. Right, Tull? He had no idea what was going on. He thought if he said what they wanted to hear, he could go back to class. Like he had no idea. No, I haven't, honey. You had it upstairs last night. Yeah, they both need to be released. Absolutely. So much corruption and so much BS with that. Manitowoc County was not supposed to be involved in the search, but they were. Like, why was what they found even allowed? It made no sense. I don't even know if they proved that the bones and stuff that were found on the property were even Teresa's. I don't even know if they proved that. Stephen's parents are still alive. His mom died. I don't know if his dad's still alive.
I think the dad is still alive. I think I googled that not too long ago. In fact, they were both dead, but I think mom. Yeah.
Yeah, they did not buy science. They wouldn't even allow the coroner to come on the property. Yeah, Pops is still alive. Okay. She was just a little cutie. Always wanted to just give her a big hug. Oh, you're going to visit the family in June? Right on. That'll be great. Yeah, Kathleen Zellner is awesome. Hopefully she can find some kind of way to get this done for them, but it's looking bleak, unfortunately. Some law enforcement officials were going to be responsible for paying out of pocket, right? Well, what was that? Their insurance, whatever that they have, their liability insurance, the insurance company wasn't going to pay it. Did you ever watch part 2? Yeah, I did. Yeah, with Kathleen and all that. Yeah. They were found guilty because courts wanted them to be found guilty. Yep. Couldn't agree more, Heather. 100% evidence was staged. Absolutely. The key they found for Teresa's vehicle in Stephen's house had his DNA on it, had only his DNA on it, and the amount that was on there was ridiculous. Like, it's as if he had the thing in his mouth. But there still should have been trace DNA from Teresa on there. What's up, Harry? You want to see some injustice by a sub? Look up Kansas versus Floyd Bledsoe. Yeah, I never heard that one. Morning, everybody coming in. Well, exactly, Heather. And the story of how, hey, what's up, truck man? How you feeling, bud? But the story of how they said the murder went down makes no sense. They raped her, assaulted her, stabbed her, choked her, everything inside Stephen's trailer. But there's no blood. There's no evidence that anything was used to tie her up. There's no marks on the bedpost, nothing. But apparently that's what they did. Then they drug her outside, shot her, then put her in her vehicle and drove about 50 feet to the burn pit and got rid of her body there. Like, how does that make sense to anybody? And there's no blood anywhere. How did that happen? They even dug up chunks of his garage And they only found his DNA in there. Oh, we're talking about Stephen Avery and Brandon Dassey, the Making a Murderer thing. Yeah, I hate it. That was my first experience of true crime, really. That was long before. I didn't do any YouTube videos about true crime back then, but yeah, that one really bothered me. Still does. Any crime stories, Obsessed? Oh yeah, Beth, that's exactly it. Like stabbed and shot, and not a drop of blood of hers was found anywhere, except in her vehicle. Yeah, there's just so much could go on and on and on. He likes it in the laundry basket.
I like it. Well, I'm dirty.
He's like, it's dirty. I'm out of here. No blood, hair, any DNA in the trailer that she was rape, stabbed,
Hi, Emma.
haircut. Yeah, exactly. No evidence at all, other than Brendan's story. Well, they found bones in the fire pit and in burn barrels and in a couple of piles, like all over. But a lot of it wasn't even on Stephen's property. It was on the county property. Not that that really makes much of a difference, but of course, like with as far as science goes, they never confirmed that those remains were Teresa's. Cher's gonna pop the link in the chat.
Yeah, because Mama Checking's in there. Pikachu might be in there. Like she says, she knows this case inside out.
Mm-hmm.
So do you, though. This is the one you love. It's weird to say you love case, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
love isn't the right word, but this is one that really
You're passionate about
it,
it irks you.
it does.
Everything you suck that for me. Thank you.
Welcome. Oh, Rockin' RN wants to know how your mouth is healing.
Every day is better.
Getting better every day.
I'm using a little bit of adhesive and they don't move around a lot. One of the blisters halfway popped last night.
I rank it with WM3. What's WM3?
I feel like it's explosive shit. But like you said, I didn't cry putting my teeth in this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, she used to like it used to be very painful for her to put her teeth in. Oh, the West Memphis Street. Yeah, I don't know a lot about that, but I know they were very wrong in what they said happened to those boys. Freedom 22 is incredible. Yeah. Well, lots of people are really passionate on both sides of the fence. I don't think we should be forced to take anything. I really don't. Oddly enough, if it was completely voluntary and there wasn't a big freak out about it, I probably would have been vaccinated already. You heard of Brian Ferguson case? That sounds familiar. The Constitution starts with "We the people." Well, there you go. He was convicted of his friend's dream. Wow, that's messed up. Morning, BJ. It said the same serial killer can be seen in both documentaries. Said he sets up others to take the fall. Hmm. Well, that's something. I'm not sure how to say that. Something motionless. But hello. Hey, Magenta. Share pop. I'll pop the link in again. Anyone wants to come up and chat true crime or whatever?
Okay, you guys want to know something funny? YouTube really don't want me talking about what I'm talking about on my conspiracy page. So they would like me to, I went to monetize Totally Blunt with Share. And I got an email saying, I'll need to reapply after I make adjustments to my channel. Please click onto your whatever to find out, what the problem is so that you can adjust your channel and reapply for monetization. It says that my Totally Blunt with Share channel has harmful content. Content that focuses on controversial issues, and that is harmful to viewers. So if I would like to make changes to my content and not discuss conspiracy theories, is what I'm gaining, then I can reapply and be monetized. They would love to monetize me. I just cannot on the content that focuses on controversial issues that may be harmful to viewers. So, it's probably because Tom Hanks doesn't like me calling him a pedo. Allegedly. Allegedly. So that's interesting.
That sucks.
So I'm gonna have to switch it around a little, reword it differently. I'll play your game, YouTube. I will not be silenced. You cannot shut up, Cher.
We'll see how that one plays out.
If it doesn't get monetized, it's not gonna have my nose. At least we got a fun place where we can take the risks and claims and copyrights on.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we got 3 other channels, so.
I mean, if they really want me to, Totally Blunt with Cher could just be a series on Voices Behind the Wall. Oh no, YouTube. I'm just kidding. And then we leave Totally Blunt unmonetized so we can have watch parties over there and play music and have Cher be. Oh, did I just find a loophole? That's why you love me, because I'm sassy.
Yes, you are. But that won't quit.
A butt that won't quit.
That's right. Think that Stephen will ever be free?
No.
Fortunately, I don't.
If he ever got close, I think they'd give him Epstein suicide before he got out. They do not want to give that man another penny.
Yeah, because if his conviction got overturned,
He'd be owed
whatever,
like $1
the
billion.
lawsuit that he would have
Yeah.
would be astronomical.
And that's why they don't let Brandon go either, because he will be getting paid. You know, they owed Stephen like $3 million, $3.1 million or something. He settled for $450,000, which all went to pay off attorneys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a problem. And so let's say Brandon comes out, turns around, sues, unless that's some kind of deal, they could put in probably like, you don't sue us, you go free, whatever. I don't know. But I think that's why they won't, they won't, because it's millions and millions of dollars. I mean, that's why they're in prison to begin with.
Yeah.
If, in my opinion, allegedly all that, you know, I don't want my harmful views. I don't want my words to harm the viewers.
Keep it blunt, and we will just cash out the hell out of you. You'll be out here awesome.
No, I think that's funny. I'm really not concerned about it. Then, like I said, we have a safe place to go. We can play the music and not worry about it. Claims might get me like enough claims, but I mean, it says it doesn't affect my channel. It's just that I can't monetize. Well, if they're not going to let me anyways, because they don't want me to speak freely, then
yeah.
I blame Carol Baskin.
I do too a little bit.
Yeah, we'll just leave it unmonetized, and that will just be our safe place to go, and we have watch parties over there. I mean, I showed a movie over there and I didn't even get shut down for it, so fuck it. Let's get off my nose. Interesting though. I wonder if it's because Atlan's Childs is my friend now. I know Tom Hanks struck that video, the one that got taken down.
Well, his attorneys, yeah.
His attorneys, Tom Hanks' attorneys did that for sure.
Yes, 100%.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
All these cases Chad's talking about, I'm like, oh my God, I know all these cases. All my research friends, they're in this Tiger King, Rodney Reed, Catherine Zellner was Ryan Ferguson's attorney that got him out. That's Stephen's attorney. So yeah. I've been on a lot of these cases. West Memphis 3, I've been really on that for way before Making a Murder. I heard about that one.
Yeah.
The West
Memphis 3. Yep. Terry did
it. To that case too, because it actually okay, so there is, when I originally started my platform, I came on here helping a different, like in the 90s was high profile. Nobody knows who she is today. Rhonda Glover, the fatal beauty, shot and killed her oil tycoon husband. That's how I started my platform, coming on, talking to her, bringing her on lives and everything. She got 47 years and she's like halfway through, but she's fucking crazy. But anyway, that aside, she was telling me that her husband actually was like, that was part of the threats to her, was he was involved in that killing, and that he got away with it. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then have you heard about is it like an ice cream shop or yogurt shop murders?
Oh, the yogurt shop murders. Yep.
He did those as well. So I was tied and actually researching and talking to people in those cases too, while my 3.5 years helping Rhonda Glover.
Yeah, the lawyer for the yogurt murders. He's in.
Next time I go to Minnesota, I'm grabbing all my files because I have 3.5 years of letters. Wow. I was her power of attorney. I have legal documents. I have all the court fees. I had her attorneys that attorneys and authors and everyone who helped put
You
her in
went
prison,
way
he's
deep.
willing to change. Yeah, I could have got that girl out of prison for.
Listen, the attorney for the yogurt murders or the yogurt shop murders, he's the same. He was involved in the West Memphis 3
Sawyer.
too.
Sawyer.
Well, no, you don't really. His name is Travis. What's his name? Travis Austin. I
Look
think his
for
last name's
what's his
Austin, but
name?
you don't.
Thomas Sawyer. He's an attorney in those cases too, and he is the
Yeah.
attorney that represented Rhonda Glover.
Oh wow. Well, I don't
Mhm.
know him, but the guy that I do know, I can't even remember. Travis. I think his last name's. I can't remember his last name, but he's in our group, in our research
Oh.
group. And
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I mean, you wouldn't believe the researchers we got, Cher. I'm not even kidding you.
Mhm.
They are some really great people. Like there's one that's in our group and he's on Rodney's team, literally on the team for Rodney to fight for him.
If you read these letters from Rhonda, it'll blow your mind about those other two cases. Then it'll make you go, huh? But then you realize, like, also she's a little bit loopy. I don't know.
Well, Stephen is loopy. Okay, Stephen just released a letter, and it is unbelievable what he says in this letter. He's like a Don Wells. He's his own worst enemy.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but you go a little crazy. Like when you're look at him. What else has he got to do? Like you go crazy in there.
Wrongfully convicted twice in his life. How many times have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, there's going to be some
34
definitely
years.
mental issues going on that he can't even help. So
Well,
yeah.
since his mom passed away, his family's kind of went against him. You know what I'm saying? And he just let go in this letter that is just really unbelievable. I mean, I guess I don't blame him, honestly. But what's the truth in there? I really don't know. But he's his own worst enemy. Stephen is, look, I'll tell you like it is. Stephen's an asshole. He's a control freak, but he's not a murderer. Okay. That, you can be an asshole in your life and not be a murderer. He's his own worst enemy, but he's been in there 34 years, wrongfully convicted twice. Okay. Lost his family the first time, and that was, he had 16 witnesses. He had receipts with dates on it where he was in the first 1985 case in the rape of Penny Bernstein. So that's just, I mean, and they didn't look at it. They convicted him. The sheriff, we call him the pencil, traced his mugshot and said this lady described him. It's just unbelievable, the corruption. I mean, I've read depositions, trial transcripts. I mean, I am so far into this. 4 years. I've read so much. There's so much the public doesn't know. And Making a Murder 1 and 2 did not even show. I mean, thank heaven for Making a Murderer 2, where Kathleen Zellner does the testing and shows the bullet that has wood chips on it, red wood chips, the same color that's in the garage, that just fell out of Fassbender's pants and was on the garage floor that they completely tore apart and illuminated, and then they dug up the cement. There was dust everywhere, but this bullet has no dust, and it was magically found underneath the compressor. I mean, the key with 3 times the amount of DNA. Absolutely not one strand of hair, drop of blood, or anything was found in that trailer. Absolutely zero of Brendan DNA anywhere. I mean, 2 different ways of murder and 1 victim. That makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, Manitowoc should have never been there. But God, some of these cases, I mean, there's so many cases. I mean, we get emails all the time about these people. Look into this, look into this, look into this. And it's just so overwhelming, the amount of people that are wrongfully convicted. And just by hearsay, like, Ryan Ferguson, that his friend had a dream and said he was a murderer and he went to prison. He was on death row. I mean, that's crazy to me. I mean, and Brendan just breaks my heart. I mean, I couldn't turn an eye to that when I seen it. And believe me, 5 years ago when I started this stuff, almost 5 years now, I never, ever stood up for anything like this. I never in my million years thought I'd be on YouTube. I never thought I'd be researching and in a group trying to pick apart cops, because I just was kind of like, hey, the cops know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of anything like that. So it really drove me nuts. So I couldn't turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
I just wish there was something you could do that, you know, even as much as we've researched and found to be corrupt and, you know, lack of a real investigation or even the conflict of interest in Stephen's case, you know, because Manitowoc should have never been there. They found all the evidence under very suspicious circumstances.
Mhm.
You know, all that stuff. There's not much the public can do. You know, we've sent Zellner things, you know, that she didn't know. You know, they gave, let's put it this way. You want to keep somebody wrongfully convicted and you want to keep that conviction strong, you get rid of all the DNA of the victim that you can never test again to prove innocence. You know, you get rid of it all. And they did. They gave back the bones and didn't even tell Stephen. So now there's not even any bones that they can test. It's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. I just can't even believe it myself.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, and then you got cases like Summer Wells, the missing children, you know. I mean, like everybody says, what is TBI doing? Well, we really don't know what they're doing in this case, and it's so muddied. They're not going to tell us, you know, because of everything else that goes on with the case and how the Wells handle it. So if they do know something and we're sitting there blaming them, you know, we don't know. We just don't know. But what if they don't have anything? What if they just are as bewildered as we are? You know, like what happened? Like she's just gone, you know, the trail ends here and we don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I want to believe in the police and I want to believe they're doing the right thing because I'm not, you know, thinking all police are bad, you know.
Yeah.
And I do truly believe in innocent until proven guilty. But man, it's hard in this case. In the Summer Wells case, that's very hard.
Yeah.
You know, especially the actions like last night. I don't condone what they did calling the police on him. I don't condone anybody calling the police and going real life on any YouTuber either. You know what I'm saying? It's just not right. And things that the assumptions that people have about people just because, I don't know. I just heard so much last night. My mind is full.
Yeah. Yeah, last night was insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Your dad's a wise man. Even though all that was going on, and believe me, I know if it was back in the day, he wouldn't have been taking that shit very lightly. I can just tell there would have been more than duct tape in a chair. You know what I'm saying? But he still wants to.
Probably fired. It's a joke, but it's not.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I understand that. I understand you're his daughter. He doesn't want to hear anybody talking to you like that.
I know. I don't like it. No, like I don't know why you do that and talk to my dad about me that way. Like my dad, do they expect my dad to be like, "You're right, fuck my daughter"?
Oh God, like, I know. What the hell are they thinking?
What does that mean? Like, I don't know, but I don't know. You know, he's being fair, so I have to. That's People are like, you should learn from your dad. I will. Like, I don't know how that's a burden. Like, absolutely, of course, I'm gonna learn because he's gonna teach me. I'm gonna learn of his experiences now. So yeah,
I can even see that he's even calmed you down from saying certain things. You know, like, okay, you're right. You know, yeah, you're right. Well, this is an assumption.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, still, you feel the way you feel because you know so much more.
That's what I told him. Like, I know you don't know everything, Dad, but then I don't want to
poison him with your.
Well, yeah, I don't want to just put my views on him. Well, Dad, this is what I want him to hear and listen for himself and continue with his own theories because right now, even my haters love him, and I don't want to ruin that for him. Like, my dad didn't.
He's very innocent.
Speak for myself, not for my dad, you know. And I wasn't proud of how I spoke to Don and Candace last night, realizing, oh shit, like my dad is on the phone here. He wants to be able to help inmates and stuff. So now I have to really, like, now I'm more like shit. So yeah,
you gotta be who you are too. You know, you gotta be.
Oh yeah, and he knows that. Yeah, but I just don't want to like ruin his. He has plans, and I don't want well, your loudmouth daughter, but he's
Yeah, I
also
think
proud
your
of me,
dad's
and he
pretty
knows
strong.
that I am very tough cookie.
Yeah, I think he's pretty strong and very wise. He's
Mhm.
got good judgment. He's like your husband. He's the beard of reason, the other beard of reason.
Yeah.
Yep, there's two of us now.
Yep.
Yeah, there is. Funny, I said that right away when I seen the picture. When you sent me a picture, I went, "Oh, another beard of reason."
I got the beards reeling me in. I want
Yeah.
to read what Reverend Donna texted me last night because, of course, when I got done with the live, I'm like, "You have to go listen to this. Stop what you're doing, go listen." And she did. She said, "LOL, I'm still listening, but I hear him saying things about me, and I'm laughing. I think this is so funny. Clearly, I struck a nerve."
Mhm.
So just so you know, she is not bothered
That's
by
good.
you haters or Don calling her horrible names, horrible things. But yeah, anyways, just so you know, she finds that funny. That doesn't not grab
This-
Reverend Donna. I told her, like, she's a G. The things she goes through is just wild. To hear that there is psychics on YouTube claiming they're hacked because they're getting too close. You should see what's really happening to Reverend Donna. It's wild. Like, when
Wow.
I tell you guys, I can't say names or anything yet, but it's coming in like 48 hours. It's coming.
Well,
She actually just
when Don attacked you, I honestly, what happened? Did I lose?
you're gonna lose your
I
shit.
must be a big delay here or something. But I'm watching YouTube. That's why. What a ding dong. Anyway, go to StreamYards and I'll see the real thing live and in color happening now. When Don attacked you, I honestly, my first thought was, uh-oh, Reverend Donna struck a nerve
Yeah.
bad on him.
Mhm.
That is exactly what my thoughts were. It wasn't nothing you were doing. It was you putting it out, maybe. But
Well,
I
yeah,
wanted,
because you
she put it out
posted.
too. It
Yeah,
was
no, it's because he's seen that I made a community post, so he started tumbling like 4 hours before, and I said, what my community post says, just because you won't speak with Reverend Donna doesn't mean she can't still use her gifts when her and I collaborate. Like, I've rubbed elbows with you, she has her gifts, like that's something,
she
useful
does have
to
a
her. And
gift.
that pissed him off. That pissed him
I've
all the way off.
never ever seen anybody that could be so accurate as she has been. That
Yeah,
is just
that's what
that
freaked
is a
me out.
gift. That
It
is a
freaked me
gift.
out. So I'm going to read this. She says, I wrote a really good, concise letter to the TBI today. It's 8 pages long. I wrote it in very factual way, which is the way I think they prefer to read things. I feel good. I feel like I've done what I can for Summer. Okay, that's all I'm going to read.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, she's like, we're really trying to get TBI to
But
work
she's
with her, and I think that's
incredible.
really upsetting Dawn. But let me tell you guys that there is key players that we all know and have talked about, who we have like tried to we've all Day for Justice investigated. I don't want to say who right now.
Right.
There's a few people, but there's a particular person that I have learned through this week who has been contacting Reverend Donna, and he's
A little worried.
no, she feels like they are fishing for information, like kind of like, well, like trying to act like they believe in her gifts, but she gets the feeling more like it's to know what she knows for different
So they can
purposes.
make a change in
Yeah.
something.
So I do know yesterday she had a conversation with this man, and she
Mhm.
actually asked him and said, "Are you a cop?" And he said no. So I'll leave that at that. She's also sent me a picture. Y'all know she said she had a vision of a snuff film.
Yes, see, that's what I was thinking when she was
I have
saying
a
that.
picture of the man right now on my phone of who
Wow.
the vision that she has matches this man almost identically, she says.
That's the first thing I
And
was thinking when she said there's a group of people watching this.
yes,
And
there
I
is. And I
was
said that we were in before Summer even went missing, we were being watched. I know it.
Oh,
We were being watched. They knew to come to me because I hated Chris McDonough. I was a wild card, so I was chosen.
wow. Yeah, I honestly think they've been watching a lot more than
Yeah,
anybody really thought. And that's what we say. Like, I wonder if, the cops watch what we're doing. Yes,
they
they
do.
do.
Ronnie
They
Watson
do.
has said that. They said they're monitoring. And when I've called and talked to TBI, there was one call where I was like, "Oh, they're watching all of us." I knew from the one phone call they
Mhm.
watch us. There's somebody watching all of our channels in the Don Walls circle, because I know this because I actually think it was my very first phone call with the head
Mhm.
agent, and she picked up, and right away out of her mouth, she actually made a statement to something I said in my show like a night or two before. And what she said, so I said on my show, I'm like, I don't even think Ali even cares. Like, are they even watching this shit? Like, do
Yeah.
they see what is happening? And then first thing she said to me on my very first call was, just so you know, yes, we are watching. We're watching
Wow.
it all. So it
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, whoa. And so I did get that feeling they're watching because of how her first thing out of her mouth to me was pretty
Mhm.
much answering what I said or was wondering. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, they're watching. And I
Yeah.
did hear from Ronnie Lawson. There's one interview where he does, I think it's the one where the horse gets loose. He says, we are monitoring all social media.
Yeah. He does say something like that. And he talks
Plus,
about
I'm
it.
sending
That's not,
things in. Plus, but I know they're watching and they know, like they know anything you need. I said you have whatever. I send links, even if I don't think it's important. I send it in because it's not up to me. Like I said, I know I'm not a detective, but even if I think it's something, maybe they really think this is stupid, you're just stupid chair. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I email it in or call a couple times. I don't like to bother them, but yeah, I've been on the phone several times with them.
well, people who do research are usually sending in good tips. They find something that somebody might have overlooked, or maybe they know about it. You don't know. But for you to send it in is a good thing, I think,
Yeah.
anyway. At least working on Stephen's case, we've given the lawyer things she has not had no idea about,
Mm.
because she has a team of people reading all these documents and looking at all this stuff. And she didn't know she was missing the one thing that is a Brady, or I mean, is a violation of their own law, which was giving back the bones. She didn't have that piece of paper. They didn't give that to her. So that's a violation, you know what I'm saying? So that's they got a lot of things going on that us researchers can do. But do you think that they were watching you because of your researching, or because Don was talking to you at the same
Both,
time? Both.
both.
Yeah.
I both.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I mean, they get to see his actions and how he behaves is a big thing. I'm sure that they aren't going to set Amanda out to watch his every move, and he's freely being on here doing his crap, and yeah, he's drunk and he's doing this and he's doing that, and I think now he's being led to do things and say things, and it sounds scripted. And the couple of times I've watched different things, I think it's more scripted now, and I don't know. I just don't know. I just hope something happens soon. And I wish they would take Reverend Donna more serious, because she has worked with the FBI before. She look at the Vallows case. I'm telling you, when I was hearing that stuff, chills were on my body, that she was so accurate. And she was saying this months before, and she literally showed them where the bodies were in her dream or her meditation or whatever, her seeing. And what a gift. I mean, I don't know if I could handle that kind of gift myself. How would you feel having that, being able to see that? I don't think I could handle that.
I wouldn't want to see that. No.
And everybody says, oh, Cher, get a reading from her. I would not want a reading
No,
from
I
that.
don't want a reading from her.
I would not,
God.
because I don't
Jay
want.
for Justice said that shit, and I was like, no, I do not want a reading from her.
Hell no, me neither.
That's
I wouldn't
scary.
want one
She
either.
scares me. I
I mean,
told her that. I said, it makes me feel like
I kind of want to, but I wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to hear anything that would be, look for this, like your dad said about his brain tumor, I mean,
Mhm.
what do you mean I'm going to have brain surgery? Is there any way to avoid this? And they said no. And then it happens, I mean, that's scary to know that kind of stuff. It was
Yeah.
all good, yeah, but I don't think everybody's life is all good, you know. We don't live in rainbow clouds with
Yeah.
sprinkling, you know, and unicorns. Oh, that'd be nice, but nah. I
Mhm.
kind of like the challenge. What do you think about Donna's reading, Mark?
Well, I hope she's wrong, but
Yeah.
she's been right about so many other cases and stuff. It's hard not to take it very seriously.
hmm I mean, I think when people think of psychics, they think of that, you know, call up your psychic and get a reading, you know, that's kind of how they take that. So when somebody very seriously comes around and has a gift, it's hard to believe in it because it's not the norm. So, yeah, I don't know. She made me a believer in her. I mean, I was like, I just heard about her and heard about it. And I really never listened to any of her stuff, but I've went back to her website and watched quite a few of her things. And wow, she's just amazing, actually. It's hard for me to understand some of the things she's doing or saying, but that's just because she's in like a dream state and some words
Yeah.
might mean something different. And I kind of get that now. But yeah,
Yeah, 'cause she's clairvoyant, so it is a little
right.
bit more. People do think it's a little more out there, but they don't. Yeah, she's like going outer body, where her daughter and spirits bring her to the scenes. That's how she's able to get
Yeah.
so on point to the very tree. How the tree looks like it's
Right, like
that's
she's
what
saying,
it
I'm
is.
walking down this stream. I don't know if it means something, but yes, it means something, but it might not mean what they're showing me. You know, like saying like names she said are hard, so they might show her a place which would mean a name, and you
Yeah,
know, showing her items and things like that. And when she was describing that, only thing that I could think of is a snuff film. And there are some sick people in this world. And I'm thinking, this person's rich, a lot of money. They got to have a lot of money for this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Then she talks about, as I'm thinking this, then she was saying somebody with a big black car and, you know, money. And I'm like, wow, you know, like with flags on it, a car with flags on it, meaning, you know, somebody up high, like, you know, like, you know, governors and senators have flags on their car.
Yeah.
That's scary. But you know, our government isn't all that nice. So
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know.
And hopefully we'll find out eventually.
Yeah. I have a friend who's a medium, not a clairvoyant. I mean, she feels the pain that people feel when she, you know, goes into these dream states or whatever. And I won't even touch listening to anything she says because it's like, oh, you feel that? That's terrible. You feel people burning in a fire? She says, yes. I don't know. That would be terrible. I just never gave that stuff very much thought until Reverend Donna. I guess she really flipped me on that because she's so accurate. The Valos case just blows me away. How accurate she was on that.
Yes, Shauna always lived in Canada.
You've always lived in Canada? You've been to Australia?
Yeah, I've been a lot of places because I used to be in the military. So.
Oh, okay. I've always wanted to go to Australia. Down under.
Yeah, it's pretty nice there.
I've always wanted to go to the UK too, though.
Yeah, me too.
I always said, well, now I could travel there because just air flight, you know, because I got a lot of friends over there, you know, that I've met here that I could stay at their place. I could anywhere in the UK, Scotland, you know, even Australia, I could, if I could afford a ticket there, I would go.
Yeah, we got people all over the place.
Yeah.
We want.
Yeah, that's true. See, just think about it. Air flight isn't that bad when you go to a place and then you can just stay at their houses and it saves all that hotel money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tammy Tammy, she does cards or something, doesn't I tried to watch her live, Tammy, but you can't leave no comments underneath your videos because it's on kids mode or something. So what are you guys' plans for the weekend?
YouTubing.
Yeah.
YouTubing? Are you having a live today, Cher?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know yet.
We're going live on our joint channel.
Oh, that's
For sure.
cool. Maybe some fun then? She's like, I don't know.
Definitely got to have a nap.
Yeah, you look a little tired. Did you get up really early this morning? Yeah, I was up at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I woke up. I don't know what time it was. 5, maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of got back to sleep, but not really.
How's the healing going, Cher?
It's getting better every day. Still
Yeah.
not right though, but
Look fantastic, I gotta tell you. Absolutely fantastic.
thank you.
I hope you start feeling happy about it. You know?
Oh yeah, she's getting there.
Yeah. Making all your haters eat their words. I love it. I love it when you can just sit back and they just go, what the hell? And you don't do anything. Oh, I know I'm stretching. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's getting close to nappy time for me. No, I have to be on a podcast with my crowd later on tonight. So this afternoon. So we're going to go talk about Ken Kratz, the prosecutor that prosecuted the guys. He wrote a book and it's unbelievable what a piece of trash it is.
Oh, I can imagine.
And we're tearing it apart. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. We even have a forensic, the guy that he's a forensic biologist. Actually, he has credits as long as your arm. That's in our group too. He worked in on the Kennedy case for over 21 years.
Mm.
Yeah, he's very renowned. You know, very well known. He's got credits. I can't even tell you what all of his credentials are, but he's really good. So it was great to have him in the case as far as the DNA. He can read all that stuff and knows about all, DNA and, all that stuff. So that's kind of cool. I have to get you guys into meet some of these researchers of my friends. You guys would really find them interesting.
Yeah,
I love to get CHER in there because she's a good researcher. So, we have connections like everywhere, every which way. You know what I mean? One of them, Mystical Jinx, who comes into the chat now, who I've got to come over and start watching you guys. She's been on Dateline. She was the one that found the forged papers on Carol Baskin case, Tiger King case. So, and Ripper, he's been in Tiger King. So yeah, some of these people are pretty, they're very nice. And, you ever need anything, just let me know. Maybe I can hook you up. Because I know Cher likes to dive deep. So she'd fit in really good over there. You really would. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go.
I'm getting dead. Sorry. I'm setting up on this tablet here. I just made my dad an email, a Yahoo email account. I made him a StreamYard, and now I'm gonna set him up a YouTube profile that will have controls that I control. So when y'all haters try, it's going to me.
Yeah, they gotta watch it. Yeah, that's right. Give them the one finger flag. That's right.
Their protection, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I wrote somebody a very long book email today on your behalf because they truly pissed me off that my ass was on fire.
Oh, what happened now?
Well, just somebody was talking some trash and their live stream was about truth and not assuming, but yet they certainly were. And I let them know that, hypocritical that they are. And I also let them know that I knew you people and they have no right. And I think they owe you an apology. And yeah. I went off. Let's just put it that way. I really gave it to them. And I'm sorry, not sorry. I tell you that right now. And I I mean, I think that they better get on the YouTube and retract everything they said, or if they know. And I've known this person for a long time. So what right do you have to say the shit you say? I have no idea. I don't get where people get this stuff from. I just don't. And why they would attack people, I don't know. It's because they can't find anything better to do, and they think they're better or something. I don't know what it is. Egos or narcissistic. I don't know what it is. Can't figure it out. But anyway, I'm always watching for you guys. I'm telling you right now, I've been all over the YouTube world. Just give them mail if they do say anything. I'll set them straight. They never, ever. Well, hey, I do that because they're wrong, and I believe in right. And you can do it in a way where you don't have to be, cussing them out and stuff. You can use the right words. You can kill them with kindness, and facts.
Yeah. You can disagree.
Yeah.
I don't agree with what this person said or whatever, and that's fine.
Yeah. But personal attacks and assumptions are not correct. You can really hurt somebody's life by doing that in real life, because Cher has children. They are of YouTube age. They don't need to hear or see that stuff. That's hurtful. Besides that, there are a lot of people that are not very strong mentally. And if you do that kind of attacking to them, they might not, take that and could take their own life. I've heard of that happening, and that's just not right.
I agree.
Yeah. So I'm not for that. I'm for, you don't have to talk about anybody. Do your own thing. You don't need to talk about another creator that way. Just do your own thing. You don't like them, don't watch. Click it. There's an off button. I mean, what's the matter? Be an adult. Click off. They make you mad. Turn away. I don't watch a lot of channels because of the things they say. That's my choice. I don't want to hear it, so I don't watch them. That's an adult thing to do. Because if I do watch them, I'm just going to get fed into their hate and become hateful. And I don't like that, Yeah. But I will stick up for what's right. But anyway, love you guys. Love y'all in chat. I'll hopefully see you all later. You have a wonderful day. Go hug and kiss them kitties. And it's so nice to see Matthias with you. He loves you so much. He wouldn't even let you go to work. I just thought that was cute as hell. So have a wonderful day.
Nice you too.
Yeah.
Love you checking. That was a nice chat. Cher's getting things set up on the tablet for her pops. I'm going to send that off to him.
Yeah. That's why I went on there, but it just looks like it's not as good as my phone. But for him, who doesn't have much, I think it'll be okay. It looks super pixelated, but I went on StreamYard, pulled that up fine. So I'm just deleting all of the apps off of here, so it's not overwhelming for him. And then I got him an email I just made. I made him a StreamYard and got his picture all set up with his name on there. So now we just I'll make him a YouTube, yeah, I'm gonna have to make him a YouTube
account.
Not an account, because I don't want him uploading and getting comments yet, unless I can disable them so he doesn't get them in the comments. But yeah, I'm gonna make him a YouTube profile so that he can be in chats and stuff, but I'm nervous for that. Yeah, I'll set up. I'm gonna go send this off to Daddy. Daddy! Big Daddy! Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Everything I say is not.
She talked herself into a hole there.
Yeah.
Well, we normally go for 2 hours, but I am feeling wiped. I need a nap, seriously.
I'll maybe go live later in a couple hours.
Yeah, and then we're going to go live on our joint channel tonight. So
yeah,
got to rest up a little bit. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching and chatting with us. Love these morning coffees. Yeah, we shall see you either on shares this afternoon or our joint channel tonight. And until then, this is Prairie Boy 77, aka Mr. Share, saying good day, good night, and Godspeed. Later, peeps.